Alright, it is time to build a new ship. We are going to build light cruisers. Nope, not that battleship. We are going to build light cruisers now that we fixed our economy and we have a positive cash flow. Except I guess the game's being slow to load up. Probably have too many ships for it to deal with because of all those captured ships. That is one of the disadvantages of being a pirate and capturing all the enemy ships, is that things load slow. Alright, so we want a light cruiser. Modern light cruiser 2. I think that could work. Modern light cruiser 1. Oh wait. So that's a 30 knot speed. Modern light cruiser 1 has a 36 knot speed. Smaller. Let's check out the difference in the towers. So that's an 8,000 meter spotting. Is that really a light cruiser hull? I guess it is. That is a big honkin' light cruiser with some crazy funnels. Or we can do this other light cruiser. Less stable, less resistant, but it's faster. That's a lot faster. I don't know if I need it to go 36 knots. Let's, I mean, if I were to make it... I can make it go 40 knots. That's freaking nuts. Oil 2. Geared turbines 2. It doesn't really have a lot of room for stuff. Spotting 6,700 meters. I mean, this is probably not gonna work. I mean, because to get all the stuff that I want, we're already sitting... Now, I can make it very shallow. I can make it small. So, I mean, that's 40 knots. If we went with 6-inch guns... And we could go 7-inch. These Mark IIIs also, we can go 7-inch guns. We can make these as big as possible. Let's give it as much armor as we can. We'll have to probably trim this down a little bit. Let's see here. I guess Cordite 2 is as good as we can get. Or go 2 powder. Let's see. Increased. Super heavy. Incendiary and semi-armor piercing. We're going to probably go cap ballistic, actually. So probably TNT. Try TNT 3. Oh, we need boilers. We need funnels. Can I fit this thick funnel on here? No. So we may have a bit of a problem. Alright, so man, I would really like to get it to go 40 knots, but I don't think it's going to do that. So if we go... I may have to go 5-inch guns. This may just have to be a 5-inch gun cruiser. What's the range on this? That's still got a 14-kilometer range. I mean, that's not bad. But if we could do 6-inch guns... What's the range on this? It's 14 point... So 14.4 versus 14.1. That's 417 damage, 521. So we could go 5-inch guns. I mean, what I'd like to do is I'd like to do that and have something like this. Now, I don't know if I can do this and keep the 40 knots. I might have to shave some armor. I might have to go 2-inch deck. Four inches up on the front and back. So something like that. I mean, this is going to be kind of a lightly armored ship, but it's but it's 40 knots. I could put on some torpedoes. This is my torpedo range at this point. 12 kilometers. And this is basically a destroyer at 40 knots. I could go with less range, but it doesn't... That doesn't make that much of a difference. I could go single hull. really rather not. But I am going to have to skimp on this a little bit if I'm going to make this. Now I could go... So that's 8-inch... That's 8-inch armor penetration, which would do light cruisers. If I went with semi-armor piercing, it's going to have a shorter range. That's not going to... It's really not going to hit as well. Now, instead of the incendiary, maybe I go high capacity. Which that'll take out destroyers-ish. And if I go Cap Ballistics 2, that'll punch holes in cruisers. Certainly light cruisers. I could go forced boilers. That's a little bit too much. So I think we're going to do this. 95% efficiency is not awful. I don't know how it changed the aft weight. Alright, so that fixes that. I mean, we really are at 40 knots. That's pretty amazing. I think I'm going to... I could do some deck torpedo launchers. Or I could do more... Or I can do more small guns. So I think we're going to just have a lot of small guns just for lighting things on fire. So not going to be heavily armored. I kind of want my superstructure to be pretty tanky, though. And then we want our... Can we get... I mean, it's not great. The guns are a little small for this thing. But it's got a lot of guns, and this is going to rip up small ships. And it goes 40 knots. We're going to call this the Privateer. This is nice, actually. It's actually really nice. Alright. We're going to build it. We're going to build all of them. Yeah, I mean, the guns seem a little small on it. I almost want to stick... I almost want to put one more gun turret on it up here. But that would add a lot of weight. And I'm not sure how I would deal with... I mean, I'd have to drop 180 tons, and that would be... So I think we're just going to call this good. I mean, because this is pretty good. Because I'd have to really skimp on the armor otherwise. So, alright, we're going to save this. And then we are going to build all of them. How many light cruisers would you like, sir? Yes. Yes. Alright, so let's go build... Oops, not quite that many. We're going to build 49 of them. I approve. Alright, well. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the stream later. Goodbye.